Hopefully I won't get electrocuted. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're new here, I normally don't look like this much of a sweaty, hot mess. Yeah, those are the words I wanted to get out. But this is a bit of a different video, and I had somebody ask me, well, one person asked me, for my nighttime skin routine. And I thought it was perfect timing because I got sent a product for review, which I'm going to talk about. And remember that just because a product was sent to me for free, I'm not getting paid for it. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion about how it works, or what I think about it, and everything else. Just so you know, I always keep it honest. Since I have to try that product and it's a facial cleansing system, I thought I would throw in my full nighttime routine, which is very complicated. Now, another disclaimer. Your routine does not have to be as ridiculous as mine is. I mean, this is some of the products that I use in the evening before I go to bed. But you have to remember, I enjoy my skincare routine. It's my time to sit down and take care of my skin and hopefully keep fighting back the hands of time. And so far, hopefully it is working, and I would like to try to keep it that way. So remember, I will let you know what all my steps are, and I'll let you know the steps that I think you should do if you want a more simplified routine. Now, my bathroom is the size of like something out of The Princess and the Pea. I'm thinking Smurf size, as Abby would say. And I was trying to set up my camera for filming, and it's just not conducive, well, to anything except barely getting in there to do anything. So I have a bowl of water here. Hopefully I won't get electrocuted. Water and electricity usually don't go very well, and the electricity is quite close to me. But anyway, we're going to try this, and I can't wait to get my makeup off my face because I'm sweating like a little piggy. Do pigs sweat? Does someone live on a farm and can actually tell me if pigs sweat? I need to know this because pigs are cute and they're... Before I get to talking about the product that I'm going to be reviewing, the first thing I do is use an oil-based cleanser to take off my makeup first. That's my very first thing before I go in with any type of facial cleansing device. And I've used others before, and this one was just another one that I got sent to try. Normally, the oil-based cleanser that I use, which is Clinique Take the Day Off, and this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, which I'm just about out of. Those are okay on the eyes. This one is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Cleansing Oil. I don't like this one on my eyes. My eyes do not like it, so I avoid my eyes with this one. So in this instance, so normally I would go in with that, take as much eye makeup off as I can, and then go in with this, the Clinique Take the Day Off Eye Makeup Remover. But I'm going to do this first since I can't use that oil on my eyes, and I'm out of my oil cleansers for my double cleansing. It's very distressing. I'm using one of my cotton Shiseido pads. Shiseido cotton pads. I guess you could say it the other way around. As you can tell, it is late. I am tired. I'm like, I have to film this video before I go to bed. I have saturated it. I always press and hold to like get it started, and then I try to use every square inch of these things because they're expensive. Typically I usually use 2, and then if I need to take anything else off, I'll cut them in half and use some micellar water to take the rest off. As you can see, I'm not rubbing my eyes, I'm just pressing, especially for my mascara, I'm pressing up and just holding. The skin around the eyes is too delicate to rub, and the eyes is one of the very first places that you can see signs of aging. Bazillion degrees here in New York tonight. What's the temperature where you guys are? Yes, my parents have the TV on super loud again. I don't know why they're still awake. I swear they have sleeping patterns like my cats. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my cleansing oil. I put this on dry skin. It is extremely liquidy. So I normally do it over the sink. This is my first time doing it remotely, aka right inside my bathroom door, which is where I usually film. Did I ever tell you guys that I actually have my ring light and my camera in the bathroom, and I'm sitting about 12 inches like outside of the bathroom doorway? Isn't it funny, like, you don't get a relative idea of the space where people film until they let you in on our little secrets? I'm still testing this. I honestly don't have enough thoughts on it. My favorite thus far is still the Rainforest of the Sea or the Clinique. I'm still on the hunt for another one that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, which is the reason I have not gotten the Sunday Riley, or is it the Drunk Elephant? The Slay, Slaii, I don't know how to pronounce it. That one, that's like $58, and that's why I haven't gotten that one yet. Okay, so then what I do after I put that on, I take my damp washcloth, and okay, my washcloth is really stained because I used to take my masks off with my washcloth, and I'm not throwing out a perfectly good washcloth just because it's stained, so I deal with it. Nobody sees them but me. Until now. Again, I am not rubbing. I'm just rinsing my washcloth. I just soaked my phone, but we won't talk about that right now. I knew this video was going to be interesting. The next thing I'm going to go in with, I'm currently testing out the Tula Purifying Facial Cleanser. I can't speak either when I'm tired. This is the part that's going to be interesting. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'm going to squeeze some onto my hand. This is a foaming cleanser. It looks like a type of jelly, but it does foam most of the time. Now I haven't rubbed the cleanser in all the way because I do want to talk about this product that I'm going to be using today. This is from a company called Duvall. They reached out to me and asked me to test their Radiance Spin Care System. It's in essence a Clarisonic, but a much less expensive Clarisonic, although I'll get to that in a minute. You know that if a company sends me something, I'm going to research it. I'm going to give you my honest ideas and thoughts, and I have some interesting thoughts about this. So this is something, for example, this reminds me of, say, the Neutrogena facial cleansing system. It comes like this. It comes with this. It does not come with batteries, so you have to put in batteries yourself. It takes 4 AA's. It's a little bit weighty. It's not too bad, but it does fit nicely in your hand. It comes with a pumice stone, which is for your feet. I have tried all of these. It comes with a body cleanser, the big sponge here, not sponge, bristled brush. And it comes with 2 smaller heads. This one is your more gentle cleansing head, and I use that one. I've been testing this for about 2 weeks. And this one is your more exfoliating head. So the bristles are more tightly packed. And although it's not scratchy, it's denser and it has a little bit more texture, so it's going to do more exfoliating. So I can tell you a couple of pros and cons. The con is that I have to keep it in this, and I have to leave it out on my counter to dry because this doesn't come with a stand or holder, nor does it come with anything to keep the brushes in. So if you want to store the brushes or keep them dry, you either have to leave them out on your calendar, no, on your counter. Or what I do is I kind of rinse them, dry them off, and then I sit them like this so that any excess water can drain in here, and then these are drying. And I have not had any problem whatsoever. But again, it would have been much more convenient to have a holder for this. That's one thing I think. So it doesn't have only more than one speed. It has just one speed, and it spins. Now I don't have a Clarisonic. All the ones that I have are the spinning ones. I think the Clarisonic is that vibrating, pulsating one, which is why it is so expensive. I'm not sure. I will note that this one does have a hole, so if you wanted to get a hook, like one of those suction cup hooks that you wanted to maybe hang it, that would probably work quite well if you wanted to keep it out. And it would drain nicely. I would guess I would just prefer a stand. But I may personally get one of those hooks that I can stick to my tile, you know, the command ones, and then just keep this out and let this dry. So I'm going to dip this in the water. Now here's one thing, the water, because it's rotating, the water, can you hear me okay? The water spits out, so I always wind up getting splatter on my mirror when I'm doing this. But that's not just with this one, this is going to be with any brush system that has a rotating head. Now I need more cleanser because the cleanser kind of dried up on me. I said this is a little bit more of a difficult situation for me getting ready or unready. One trick is to turn it on while maybe it's in the sink as I splash water and let the water fly off of it. But no matter what, you are going to get just a little bit of splatter. Keep your baby hairs away from this. It's not going to hurt. but they will get tangled. Personally, I like using the cleansing system. I'm not one that likes to use my hands on my face. Oh, I still have the Foreo that we got. That's still going strong, so I will use that. I have several of these. That brush head is very soft on my face. As you can see, I really don't get any redness. I don't even really get redness when I use the exfoliating one because it's not really exfoliating. I would say it's just maybe a deeper clean. I like this one because it's flexible and it does get into the sides of my nose. That seems to be where I would miss if I was using my fingers. I just kind of like I have like water all over my floor. It's really, really funny because I just kind of bent over the bowl. I'm just telling you guys everything. So let me just, now I said my face, it does feel clean. I rinsed off all of the cleanser. I'm still going to use the toner. Let me just talk a little bit more about this. So this one, if you like using a brush in the shower for this, I guess it's convenient. For me, it's a pain in the tuchus. It takes way too much time to sit there and be patient. It's a little bit exfoliating, so it's kind of nice on your dry skin, like almost a dry brush, but again, it's not that exfoliating. This one that I use every other day is great, and the pumice stone is okay. Again, it's more tedious than, say, my Amape that I use to remove calluses. But this is a nice pumice stone, and I like this because you can wet it, and it's like the pumice stone they use when they're doing your feet in the salon. What do I think of this? Let's talk about the price of it first. The price that they have on the website, they don't just sell this. They have hair tools and other skin accessories. They have quite a few products on there. The price listed on the website is $95. Now, that's not the price that you would be paying, and again, I'll get into that. The question is, the price listed on the website is $95. Would I pay $95 for this set? Absolutely not. Would I pay the $28.50, which is what the price is actually because I have the discount code, which I'm sure you can always find a discount code, which is 70% off. Whenever you see 70% off, you know that the actual price of the item is probably not the price listed. But would I pay $28.50 for this? Yes, I would, because I've researched others. The Neutrogena one, I think, is about $30 or $32, which you might be able to get on sale. Even the Ulta one, which is very similar, very, very similar to this set, is $25. So I think the $28.50 is a very comparable price. And I think it works well. It's simple. It's not a Clarisonic. It is just a simple facial cleansing system, which is what they call it. That is nice if you like using one of these. Now, so here's the deal. I researched the site thoroughly. I wanted to check the terms and conditions. The one thing they haven't gotten back to me about is there is a 60-day love it or not and return it return policy. You do have to pay for return shipping. I was trying to find out about the initial shipping, how much that is, but I couldn't find it anywhere on the website. So I'm waiting for an email back from the company, and then I will pin the comment and put it in my description box. But if you don't like it after 60 days, you can return it. Again, I want to clarify that. Is it 60 days from the date you purchase it, from the date you receive it? Do you have to, can you try it for a full 60 days and then return it, or does it have to be, it's returned to them before the 60 days? These are all clarifying questions that I need before I can tell you further. So with my code, which is MyPretty, with a capital P, you are getting 70% off. I said it is $28.50. And if I saw this for $28.50, I would purchase it. Again, the only con that I have is the storage system, it either not having a bag or a stand. They have a more expensive one, which is $145, which does come for the little plastic stand, which I thought was a bit excessive. But I honestly can't say that I dislike it. Is it a miracle upon miracle? No. Is it a nice facial cleansing system? Absolutely. By the way, that code, my pretty, again, I will put it down in the description box, etc. That works across the whole site. So whatever prices you see on the site, if you happen to like anything there, that code's going to give you 70% off of all of that. And I said I would have personally bought it, and if I paid the $28.50 for it, depending upon what the shipping is, mind you, that is one thing I need to find out, I would be happy with it. It's nice, but it has those caveats that I mentioned. So that is my thoughts on that. I do very much want to thank Duvall for sending the item to me free for review. I greatly, greatly appreciated that. And I did tell him in the email that I was going to be honest and give the pros and the cons and my honest opinion. And that is what I am giving you guys. If you have any questions that, you know, if you wanted to order it but you need something clarified, please tell me and I will get an answer for you before you do anything. Don't have to spend the money, of course, and if it just happens to be something that you like, let me find out that other information and I'll let you know. Now let's move on to the other part of my skincare. That Tula cleanser, by the way, I think it leaves my skin feeling clean, not dry, but you don't feel moisturized. You just feel clean, etc. So I'm still working on that. The next step is my toner. My nighttime toner is currently the Pixi Glow Tonic until I'm able to get the Shroom, and again, because I like that one better. I like using a toner because no matter how thorough you are, it's almost impossible to get every single thing off your face. You can see I have just a teeny tiny bit. Always take this down my neck. Now normally I always put, when I sit at my vanity, I'm obviously not wearing this heavy t-shirt or whatever. I always put everything on my face, down my neck, except for a couple of products, and on my décolleté, and then I wipe the rest of it on the back of my hands. That's what I do. That's what I think you should do. That's my suggestion. You notice I still have a little bit of eye makeup on still. Now I'm going to take my Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. Here's where I save myself some money. Now normally I have a couple of these cut up in my little drawer that I use for these. I only use half of the Shiseido cotton pad. That's all I need, and why waste a full when they're freaking expensive? I like this micellar water because it doesn't sting my eyes. This is really all I use the micellar water for. Micellar water, not micellar. Yeah. The English language is so complicated. Given the amount of eye makeup I wear, there's always something left over on my eyes. Even in the morning, I'll wake up with another tiny bit trace. What are you gonna do? Okay. Next step in the routine, I want to finish up this Good Molecules Wake Up Eye Serum. I'm almost done with it. This serum is not horrendous. It's not that great either. It has some decent ingredients in it. Not wholly impressive, and I won't be buying it again. If you want to get an inexpensive eye serum, the caffeine solution from The Ordinary is very nice in the morning for depuffing your eyes slightly. This one, it's not harmful, but I don't think it's that great. I wasn't very impressed with many of the products that they carry. Some people are raving about them. I'm like, no, I've seen better. I know it's inexpensive, but again, just because it's inexpensive, why waste your money if it's not going to work or be effective? I put the serum all around my eyes, and I always lift my eyes. Whenever I put on a serum, I'm always lifting. Next thing I'm going to do is use my Pixi Glow Mist. I let that sit for a few minutes while I'm grabbing my other products. Now there are products that I rotate. Remember, I have very tolerant skin to a lot of these products. If you are new to the products, do not mix them necessarily the way I am doing. Start with one night and one the other. I know what my skin can take, and that's why I mix the products. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm using the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Serum. This has both glycolic and lactic acids in them, and it can be strong. Some people have said it has a stinging feeling. Yes, you will, but for me, I don't feel it at all. And the reason I'm cautioning that is because I also layer it with my retinols. I don't recommend doing that if you are a newbie at this in any way. Here's the thing. The Ordinary Gran Active is a much gentler retinol than my Luna Sleeping Oil. So to give my skin a little bit of a break, I will alternate using these two and then these two. I can go in every night with these two, but this one's a lot cheaper. There's a real reason for that. So again, remember, serums go on thinnest to thickest. I always put the eye one on first because then I can layer things on top of it. The tingle that you feel with this is completely normal. You will know if you're having an allergic reaction if it starts to get so red and itchy and irritated. That's more of an allergic reaction. I always suggest testing any of these types of things on the inner part of your arm here because it is sensitive and it's a very good place to test products. I always take this, again, for me, I'm tolerant to it. I take it not on my eyelids, but on this part of my eye and out. And I forgot my jade roller. I really like using that. Sometimes I get lazy and I don't use it, but I really like it. Do I know if it's doing anything? No, but it sure as and heck feels really good. I was gonna go in with my lip scrub. Said I know my routine, but you know when you're doing it in front of a camera, it can be a little different. I will normally take my lip scrub. I'm currently using this one because it's so freaking cute. And then I use this little set from Real Techniques. It's got the little really scrubby, and I put the scrub on and I do that, and then I'll go and usually rinse it off because I don't like to eat it. It's just not what I like to do, but these work great. Any lip scrub, but this is a very good little scrubby tool. Okay, that has absorbed in nicely. Yesterday I used this one, so tonight I'm going to use this one. I'm running out of this again. I didn't do that to be all Instagrammy. I do that because it gives me the perfect amount in each spot. I concentrate my retinol in this area around my lips, in this area around any wrinkles, and then I take the rest of it and that's when I pull it out to the rest of my face. Pull it. Tonight I'm not doing my whole neck, and there's a reason because I have a specific product for that. And then you notice I take it right on the back of my hands. Normally I just do this up my chest, but I'm not about to get naked on camera. This is another product that when you first start using it, you will feel that tingling. It's going to sting. There is absolutely no doubt about it. The sting is worth the results with these products. Now, you do want to wait a couple of minutes between each product, especially when you're going in with this. Now, I know this is an oil, but it's a very, very thin. It's not technically an oil, or else it would go on last. But this will pill on top of some of the other products if you don't wait in between. Now, I'm going to use my Cold Plasma Sub D from Perricone. You know, the fish market stuff. I always wonder why the cats want to sleep with me. Now I know. Want to just pull this. I pull this up my neck and back around. I'm gonna give myself a massage in the meantime. Again, I just take the rest on the back of my hand or on my chest. This stuff is $195. I didn't pay $195 for it. Do I know if it's worth $195? No, because I don't have any sagging on my neck yet, so I'm just doing it as a preventative measure, so I don't know if it would reduce the effects. I know the ingredients in it are good, regardless of it smelling like a fish market, but like if I saw it on my mom, if I used it on my mom and I had seen definitive results, then I could say, but again, this for me is a preventative measure. Again, while that's sitting, I'm going to go in with my eye cream. I'm currently trying the Noonie Brighten Up 3-in-1 Radiance Eye Serum. This has little moving rollerballs, which is what I like about it, because it also will massage. I like this one in the morning as well. Sometimes it's not hydrating enough for the morning. What the rollerballs are actually doing, any type of rollerball or any cooling metal thing or the stones that you're doing, at least for under your eyes, My memory card got full, so I think I was saying that what the rollerballs or any stone or, you know, metal thing that you're doing, it's kind of just draining your lymphatic system. That being depuffing your eyes. That's for the reason for them. And they feel nice too. Still trying to get that little baby refrigerator. Problem is, I don't know if I can run like the little baby. I definitely can't run the baby refrigerator and my air conditioner, and I probably wouldn't be able to run that and my hair dryer unless. So I don't know where to put it. I don't have proper ampage in my room. Let's put it that way. So I don't know what to do yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. For the creams for my face, again, I do alternate. I have the Perricone DNA that I didn't take out with me because I used that last night, but now I'm going to use the Derma Dr. Wrinkle Revenge. Really taking this all the way down because I put on the Perricone on my neck. Third time I had to switch a memory card. Getting on my nerves. Now again, every other night I will also use one of my sleeping masks. I was going to use my Laneige tonight, but I wanted to put on my oils instead. So, I have 2 oils, both from 111 Skin. I'm sorry, this is actually from A90291. I have their Reviving Eye Serum and their Luminous Face Oil. They say this is a serum, it's essentially an oil. And I'm just tapping the oil in. Again, I have waited enough time so that they are not going to pill. This takes me much less time because normally I'm not sitting there explaining it to someone. This you can either drop in your hands, it's thick enough, and I will press the oil in. If you let things soak in long enough, you can totally rub it, but honestly I prefer to press in my oils. Plus I'm sweating so much, everything's mixing with the sweat, so the ingredients in these are really quite good. They are quite expensive, but I got them from the FabFitFun edit sale, and you know, they're good products. I can't deny they're good products. On off days, I have about 2 to 3 oils that I'm currently working on. If my skin is more dehydrated and needs a little bit more moisture, I will go in with the Biosense 100% squalane oil because this is going to suck whatever humidity is in the air right into your skin. If I have any dry patches, I will put this on. This is also very good. Biosense has a lot of good products. Just about every other night, I will also go in, if I have the time, like the extra 20 minutes, I'll put on a paper face mask or I will do a regular mask, but for not only me getting to sleep as soon as possible, but for the sake of this video, I didn't do that today, but again, that is also part of it. So that is essentially my routine. I have it down to a science. I know exactly what to pull for, exactly where it is in the drawer on the daily. My nighttime routine from that start to finish is maybe 15 minutes, and it's enjoyable 15 minutes unless I do a face mask. It's my time, it's my 15 minutes. I'm taking care of my skin, I'm preventing aging. Hopefully I'm turning back some of the hands of time that being a sun worshiper when I was in my 20s has done. So that is it. I am ready for bed. Maybe you got unready with me as well. And if you did, I hope you're ready for bed as well and you have a good night's sleep. But I just want to say thank you so very much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for getting unready with me. I love that word, unready. I don't know who started it, but I kind of stole it just now. If you have any questions about A, any of the products, B, the reasons why I do things the way I do them, anything that I did not mention, I hope you know that you can ask me. I will be as extensive in the comments as I can possibly be. I will update you further on the shipping and return information on this product. Again, I'm grateful that I have it and I am going to continue to use it, and I like it a lot. And for $28, it's not bad, but that is something completely up to you guys. Again, I'll put the code down and everything like that. But that is it, my friends. That was a difficult one. Thank you guys so much again. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you tremendously. Have an amazing week coming up. Enjoy your summers and all kinds of stuff like that. I'm tired. And I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye, everybody. Much love.